Hey guys, Shane, Garage of Constant Sorrow. Excuse me one moment. Hey Jolene. Hey puppy. How are you? You taking care of your daddy? Alright, good. Give him a lick on his face for me. Alright. Sorry, I had to say hello to my buddy's dog. She's a sweetheart, and he said last time that he watched my video with her there in the room. She got all perked up and was looking for me, so had to say hi. All right, anyway, we are working on the wife's 19 Acura RDX, and just putting a belt on. But let me show you this. It's already a pain in the butt. I've been working on this thing for an hour trying to figure out the right tool to loosen the tension on the tensioner to get the belt off. Let me flip you around. All right, so this is what we got. Of course, there's no room in here. All right, so you can see I have a wrench on it right now. So the problem being is it's very close to this frame rail, or whatever you want to call it. I know these things don't have a frame per se, but so I tried sockets, I tried regular wrenches with this thing attached to it because I couldn't get that down in there. I tried my serpentine belt tool with various pieces on it, and I was like, man, I just can't think of anything. So I went up to O'Reilly and I saw this, and I remembered I had one. So a little crow's foot set up, and it worked great. So what you got to do is grab the wrench right there and pull up, and let's see what we can see here. There we go. Watch that pulley right there. See it? And that takes the tension off the belt. And I need to figure out, well, the problem is that, I don't know if you can tell this, so the place where the wrench goes is inside the belt. So once I get the belt off of the pulleys, I will have to slide it off of the wrench that goes down here. And I don't know, sometimes if you lift the wrench, you know, to release the tension, and then it may drop down farther than where you started with tension on it. So if I do that, then it's going to run into that frame rail down there and there, and prevent that belt from sliding off easily. So let's see, back around. All right, so it's one thing after another. Let me get you in the tripod here, and we'll let you watch me get frustrated. All right, a couple things. Now, this is pretty simple belt setup. It's got alternator, water pump, AC compressor, crank pulley, tensioner, and an idler. So, I mean, it's not terribly complicated, but I do want to try and draw a little map to show myself in case I forget. So there's the alternator, a little bit higher, and right there, there's the idler, and then we got a little bigger one right there, that's the water pump, and then directly below that is the AC compressor, and crank pulley, directly below that one, yeah, so right here, and then the tensioner is here somewhere. All right. So we have this going. I don't know if you guys can. Yeah, okay. So we got the belt going here. It goes across to the crank pulley. Crank goes up to the tensioner. The back side of the belt rides on the tensioner. It goes all the way over to the alternator. And then the alternator to the water pump. Alright. Water pump, alternator, crank, AC. Alright, so just in case we need it, you know, I'm fairly intelligent, semi-educated, so I think I can figure it out, but I don't, there has been times where I'm like, man, did that go this way or that way? So, we're going to crank up on this and make sure that it's slid onto, come on, just slide over, dude. Yeah, there we go. Alright, tension is off. I'm just going to take it off of this one first. And see what kind of tension we have. Ooh, yeah, see, it's putting pressure on that ratchet. Alright, well, we'll just have to figure it out. You know what's going to make this easier is getting up underneath there in the wheel well. Alright, we're going to feed this up this way. Let's see how this goes. Down there. Alright, what am I hanging up on? Tensioner. Yeah, this is going to be a pain in the booty. Right, and see, I can't take that wrench off of there, the ratchet crow's foot, because of the tension that it's putting from the tension. Oh shoot, that's why do they make this so difficult? Alright, hang on, I'm gonna have to jack this up and get up underneath the wheel well here. I'll be back. Alright, so the morons at Sam's, we just got these tires, and so they way over torqued the lug nuts. Please don't do that. Jesus. I mean, if you have tires or put on or rotated or something, please ask them what torque they're putting your wheels and tires to, or wheels to the car. Because that's just ridiculous. That's uncalled for. Alright, so we got this little panel, a couple plastic clips, hold it up so we can get to the belt. Let's see here. So that comes off of there. This comes up this way. And now we're hanging up on the wrench or ratchet. So what we're gonna have to do is turn it sideways. Well, hang on. You can't see this anyway, so I'll be back. Alright, so we had another issue where the wrench, the crow's foot was slid so far that way onto the nut thing that it wouldn't allow the belt to. So basically, the belt is this way, and it's running into the ratchet. So I had to get some pressure with the crowbar on the pulley so I could slide that ratchet out a little bit in order to take that belt and fold it just enough to get past the ratchet. So got that, and now we got it sideways so we can slide it off of this ratchet handle. I knew that was coming, so that's what we're doing now. Let's stick you back in here. Spared you the cussing. There was plenty of it, trust me. Alright, so now we gotta lift up on that. And man, my hand is getting tired. Come on. Oh, jeez. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Come on. And there we go. Got RoboCop, by the way. Alright, so here's the offending belt. I've seen some videos. Who is that one? Royalty comes to mind. They said that belts don't crack anymore. Well, let me show you this. There's plenty of cracks in this one. So they do crack. It's just their point was if it's made out of a different kind of rubber and it doesn't crack. So apparently some of them don't. That there's some kind of tool you can measure the distance between the ribs to see if it's any good. So looking at this one. Oh, you know what? Here, let's do this. Let me bring you guys around right here-ish. We will just double check real quick, make sure we got the right size. Looks good. And another issue, I saw one recently that the vehicle was making noise and I couldn't figure out what it was, and it was just kind of a kind of soft, but just enough that you hear it and it'd be annoying. Well, turns out it was, where is it? Oh, it's on this side. This line right here. This one's got a couple of them. That one's not too bad. This one, yeah, so pretty sure you can see that. You may not be able to with, right, so it's just a little raised. So it's a little higher on this side than it is on this side. Yeah, that's enough to be felt. This one's higher on this side than it is on this side. But anyway, so their issue was that aftermarket belts aren't made as good as OEMs. And this is a Gates, so this was the only one that was available for this car. I get my stuff at O'Reilly, and their brand, what is it, Master Pro, usually has a cheaper belt, but in my opinion is perfectly fine. They did not have one for this vehicle. So anyway, if you have a little noise and replaced your belt recently, that's probably why. All right, let me get this thing back on. Ha! That went in way easier than it should have. And it's not totally in yet, but the spot where I had to go behind that wrench, and then you gotta go to feed it onto around the wrench on that side and all that. It's got to go sideways to get in between, and it's impossible to do that, but I did it. So now we just got to figure out the routing, to which we will refer to our fancy drawing. And we'll go ahead and stick you guys up here in case you want to come along for the ride. Okay, now we have, let's see here, this goes behind. Oh wait, I gotta put it on down here. Alright, so we got crank. Uh-oh, what are we running into here? Let's see. Alright, crank. AC compressor. Whoop, hang on, what do we do? Crank AC up to the water pump. Okay, from the water pump we go down below. Hang on, where are we at here? Below the idler. Okay. From the crank to the tensioner, which I believe is where we're at. From the tensioner to, oh, you know what? Hang on. I'm going to take it off of the water pump and go around the alternator pulley first because it's more difficult to get to. Ow, that hurt. And that's another one that you got to turn the belt sideways to get it on. Okay. Alright, come on. And there's no room to do so, of course. Alright, flex it sideways. Where's the pulley? Where is the pulley? Jeez. No, it's way over there. Not even close. Now watch it again. Jeez, come on. Hang on a second. We're stuck with something. We're stuck. Come on. Oh wait, no we're not. Okay, come on. Oh, yeah, we are. There it is. Okay. Now, we got a little more to work with. Now, we're going to flex that. Nope. No, sir. No, sirree, Bob. Come on, flex it. There we go. Good. Get down. Get down on it. Get down, get down on it. Dun, 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 dun. Ha! We got it. Let's see, where's... Uh-oh, we fell off of that one. Oh, shoot. Come on, get over there. Now we gotta go back down below. Alright, lining up. Not lining up. Lining up. There we go. Man, a belt should not be this difficult to change. Holy cow. Alright, we're ready, I believe. Hang on. No, we're not. We are not lined up on the idler pulley. What are we doing? Oh, because of that. Okay, alright. Yeah. Okay, now. Ha ha ha! I think it just popped on. Oh wait, is it popping over that? Yeah. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, is everything lining up? Yes. I did it! Love it when a plan comes together. 18. Okay. Uh-oh. Looks like our light is warning us of a low battery situation. So we need to put that on the charger. But I'll probably forget. So, okay. Alright, that's about it. We got the old engine cover. That's doesn't do a damn thing. Oh, wait. Alright, power of observation. Look. This little, I don't know, can you see that? Yeah, so we got one of the grommets. Where are you at? Right there. That goes into here. Alright, I don't know if you can see. Apparently popped out. Well, there we go. Back in place. The rest of them are in their right position. You can kind of feel them pop into. Oh, those aren't working. Why not? Oh, come on. Oh wait, there's one right here. Hang on. What the hell? Yeah. Right there. Right there. Ah, there we go. All right. I don't think that back one's grabbing very well, but I don't care. Okay, now gotta put this back together. We got our little clip. I'll do the one-handed mechanic thing. What are we doing here? Get in the hole. Ooh, did it. Yay. Oops, sorry. Focusing on what I'm doing and not getting you guys in there to see what I'm doing. Alright, good to go. We will now put the wheel back on and torque the lug nuts to the proper torque spec. Thank you very much, Sam's. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, got her all buttoned up. Let's, oh yeah, put that wheel on to 80 foot-pounds. There is no way that those things are 80 foot-pounds. I couldn't get them off on an impact. Jerk-offs. Alright. Look at there. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I did loosen up the bolt that holds the tensioner to the block there. I've loosened it like a quarter of a turn, if that, because I was putting pressure on that nut and the tensioner would not move. So I need to just tighten it back down, right where it's at. All right. Anyway. Tire back on, that's good, that's good. I'll charge my thing, still flashing at me. Okay, so hope this helps somebody out there, and leave me a comment or just share it with a friend or family. Help me spread the word. Alright. Bye, Jolene. See you, Carl. Take care, buddy. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Talk at you later.